In this video, I'm going to show you 4 simple steps you need to follow in order to turn your dreaded slice with the driver into bomb draws or bullet straight shots. 9 out of 10 of the golfers I work with come to me with the same issue, struggling with that slice. And I show them these 4 steps and it completely eradicates it in a matter of time. The only thing is you must follow each step as it goes. And the last one is the best one by far and it gets you the full transformation. But you must follow step 1, 2, and 3 before you move on to 4. So let's get into it. Okay, so step number 1 when it comes to fixing the slice is the grip. With the grip, we see so many people holding it in the palms of their hands like this, right? This gives way too much wiggle room, and when we swing over the top, we're gonna swing that way with the hands, and that gets the no control of the club face. It gets wide open. And sometimes you might even shot it loads and hit it way left. So with the grip, here's how we wanna do it. So we're gonna start off, we're gonna get the hands nice and low, and we wanna get this hand stronger position in the fingers. So the lower I go, it's much easier for me to put that in my fingers. Then I'm going to wrap over, and what you can see here is 1, 2, 3 knuckles, and the V shape here is pointing up to the right shoulder, and I'm pinching the left thumb and the left forefinger together, and the left thumb is very much on the right hand side of the grip. Now, that is our lead hand, and that's going to really help us keep this club face more closed. Now the second thing, when we see people that grip it like this, strong in both hands, a lot of people do actually do this, they're still going to leave the club face open because this hand is not in a natural position, right? What this hand wants to do is close, right? And it makes sense that that's going to help us close the club face, but it does the complete opposite, because if I'm swinging down and I'm closing that club face, look how closed it gets. And so what we do to counteract that, this is what all slicers do, is they swing over the top and they do this, and that gets the club face wide open, so they can't release it properly to get it closed for a proper draw. So what we must do is we must get the right hand more in an on top position, which will then allow us to release the club correctly with the wrists. Okay, this is what is going to help you release when you start swinging more on the inside, and that's how you're going to get your draw. So what we want to do is this thumb, as you can see here, is going to be pinched by the middle of the hand here. I'm going to pinch it within there, almost. You can see I'm pinching that finger. So we get this here, and I'm going to pinch this thumb, as you can see, bring it on top, and that really connects the hands together. And now I have opposite forces. I have a much more stable club face. And what's going to happen whenever you're struggling with a slice and you change to this grip straight away without doing the next steps, you're going to find it's going to straighten out your ball flight, and it might actually hit it a little bit left too much. But that's when we're going to start doing the next 3 steps, and that's how we're going to turn it into a draw. So number 1 is the grip. You want to get it in a position like this, and then we want to fire and start to see the ball remove its curvature. So step number 2 is alignment. Now the alignment, which a lot of people don't realize, is directly linked to the path the club swings on. And we know slicers are struggling with that over the top and that out to in path, where the golf club travels from outside the ball across to inside the ball, helping create the slice with the open club face. So what we need to do is we need to get this path a lot more straight onto the golf ball, or even inside. Now steps 3 and 4 are going to really help get it inside, but this should help you get it more straight onto the golf ball. But as I said, this is why we follow each step at a time. Now what most people do, and the reason their alignment is causing the issue with the path, is what I'm going to show you right now. So what a lot of people do is they drop, their right foot drops back, right? And that has their feet aiming to the right, okay? The problem with this is when the feet are aiming to the right like that and the ball position goes forward with the driver, what we generally see, because the ball moves forward in the arc, is we see the shoulders then get open. So what normally comes with these closed feet is open shoulders. Now open shoulders are what's really helping to create that across the golf ball swing path. Because if you look, if I open my shoulders like this, I'm going to just swing the club like this. Okay, and if I close the shoulders a lot, I'm going to swing it like this. You can see that would be more inside. So first thing we have to do is fix the alignment, but I'll just demonstrate with this setup. Closed feet, open shoulders, show you what happens. You can see I can hardly even swing through it, and I'm getting that left to right shape. So now we must figure out how we're going to get our alignment better. So we'll use a golf club or an alignment stick, and you want to set it down on the mat like this and have it parallel to the ball to target line. It really helps with the mats because they have a straight line here, so I do recommend working on this in the range. But now what we want to do is make sure that we get our feet parallel to that line. Okay, so I can see my feet there are parallel to the line. And then what I want to do is make sure I close the shoulders over so they're also parallel to the line. Now with driver, what you can do with shoulders is you can actually get them a little more closed, which, as I showed before, is going to help you swing more in to out. So then once we get the alignment correct in the feet, we get the shoulders correct, we've already got the grip, Okay, so step number 3 is we want to get a deep turn behind the golf ball. Now I'm going to place this on the ground and we'll come to that in a second. So what a lot of people do here slicing is they don't turn deep enough into the backswing, and what they do is they actually tilt this way, which is really going to encourage them to swing over the ball. So to get this shoulder turn deep where we get back here, and as you can see on the AI glasses that I'm behind the ball, it's going to help me get inside. What we want to do is put the club over our shoulders like this and then look down. Actually, we'll go this way. Put the club over the shoulders like this so that the club head is coming out of your lead shoulder. Then what you're going to do is you're going to turn into your backswing with the shoulders, trying to get the driver head over the club on the ground. You can see I've set the club on the ground inside my trail leg. I turn, and this is what's getting me that deep turn. Now, I want to make sure I don't slide, because if I slide, it's very hard to get that turn I'm looking for. I need to keep the hip here, turn deep, and now I'm behind the golf ball. And if I let you see what that looks like when I'm in setup, if I make that same feel, way behind the golf ball. And when we add in step 4 here in the next step, you're going to see why you want to be here. So make sure you stay tuned to see how you're going to hit bomb draws once and for all. Okay, so step number 4, and the final step, the most important step of all, is dropping the club. So again, we know that most slicers are going this way, causing over the top and helping them get across it. And now that you've got the grip, you've got the alignment, and you're turning deeper into this backswing, we now need to learn to let the club drop straight down so that it gets inside, and that's what's going to get us those bomb draws. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the club up to the top, and from here the drill is to drop the club down. So if I look here with the glasses, drop the club down so that it lands directly in line with the back foot there. So I'm going to go up, drop, drop, and through. And this is really, like, I got way on the inside there, so this is awesome. And again, doing this drill correctly is very important. It's really important that the club drops here behind you, and all I'm doing is just letting the arms relax and letting that club hit the ground. Drop, drop, and through. Very in to out on that path. So now what we should expect to see after doing that drill on the ball is more of a draw shape, potentially a straighter shot, depending on how bad your over the top was. Now I'm not going to drop and hit the concrete here, but I'm going to create the same motion. So up, 1, 2, 3. Hit it perfectly straight. Now there is a bit of wind off the left here, so that it isn't going to draw perfectly for me, but that ball started on my line, as you can see here. I mean, look at the distance. I didn't even hit that hard. Look at the distance we're getting with it. So there you have it, guys. These are the 4 steps that are going to help eradicate your slice forever. I recommend you do one at a time. So start with the grip, move on to the alignment. Then you're going to want to start working the deeper turn, and then you want to start working on dropping the club, and you're really going to find that your ball striking is going to improve tremendously, your driving is going to improve tremendously, and you're going to get rid of that slice for good. So thanks again for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.